Hello everyone, I'm Yolanda. In today's tutorial, I will be making roses out of gum paste. Following is the list of all the materials that we are going to be using for this tutorial. So here are some of the roses and rose buds that I've made ahead of time just to show you what we are going to be expecting to make. These roses are very easy and simple to make. You can make these even if you are a beginner in cake decorating. They are going to be very easy. So let's get started. I've already gathered all the material that I'm going to be needing. It is a good practice to do this. That way your work will be so much easier because you don't have to be going back and forth looking for anything. And so to begin with, I'm going to take my plastic sleeve and I'm going to dust it with cornstarch. Take a small piece of gum paste, turn it into a small ball, perhaps the size of your index fingernail. Then pinch one end of the ball to make a teardrop shape. Now take a toothpick, dip it in edible glue, and insert it into the bottom of the teardrop. You have just formed the center or the base of your rose. Now let that dry for a day or so. Now to form the blossoms, roll out a small piece of gum paste using a small rolling pin with the pink guides. Using the fondant rose cutter, cut out 3 blossoms. Save 2 of the blossoms in the plastic sleeve that we've already dusted with cornstarch. You will be working with the 3rd blossom. Take a pair of scissors and make a slit of about 1/4 of an inch long towards the center of the blossoms between the petals. Using a ball tool, soften the edges of all the petals. Move the blossom to the thick foam. Then with the ball tool, cup the center of the blossom. Brush edible glue in the center of the blossom. Let's visualize this petal as a person with 1 head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. Take the base or the center of the rose and insert it through the blossom. Now take the head petal and wrap it around the tip of the center. Just the tip. Using edible glue, we are going to glue 1 arm to the center, and then we are going to glue the opposite leg, and then we are going to do the same thing with the other arm and with the opposite leg until we have wrapped the 4 petals all around the center or the base of the rose. And we have just formed a rose bud. We are going to do the same process with the second blossom. Make some slits between petals and soften the edge of the petals. Now we are going to take the blossom and place it on the thick foam. With the ball tool, we are going to cup the two arms, then we are going to turn it, and then we are going to cup the two legs and the head. Then we are going to turn it again, and we will cup the center. Brush the center of the blossom with edible glue. Insert the toothpick through. Brush edible glue on the arms and wrap the arms around the rosebud. Then we will do the same thing with the head and the legs. You have just made a half rose. All you need to do now is just ruffle back the outer petals as though the rose is opening. For the third and last petal, we will do steps 1 and 2 as we did with the first and second petal. Now, cup all the petals and pinch the top, forming a V. Then you will turn the blossom over and cup the center of the blossom. Brush the center and each petal halfway with edible glue. Insert the toothpick. Turn the rose over and let the petals fall naturally. Be sure to press the bottom of the rose so that way all the petals are glued on. And now your rose is complete. Ruffle the petals back to give the illusion that the rose is opening, but be sure that all the petals are glued on. To make the calyx, take some green gum paste, roll it out, and then with a calyx cutter, cut a calyx and then just glue it on to the rose. Let it dry at least for 1 day before you remove the toothpick. To remove the toothpick, just hold the bottom of the rose and gently pull the toothpick out and away from the rose. To make a rosebud, cut out a blossom, slit between petals, soften edges on thin foam. Then bring blossom to thick foam. Cup 4 petals, the 2 arms and the 2 legs. Using edible glue, wrap the head around the base. then the rest of the petals, gluing the last petal only halfway through. Ruffle back the other half of the last petal as though the bud is opening. To attach the calyx, do the same thing as you did for the rose. Now, using color dust, I am going to intensify the center of the flowers and the rosebud a little bit. Use a soft brush and brush some color dust in the center of the flower. And here you have the finished product, the last roses that we made and the rosebud. If you are going to be making roses like this, let's say for a wedding or for a special occasion, I suggest that you make them at least 1 week ahead of time, so that way you give the roses time to dry. This has been all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me during this tutorial. I hope that you liked it and I hope that you had as much fun as I did. Please share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you back here again soon with another tutorial similar to this one. In the meantime, take care and God bless.